Warning. Transition major.
Alright, well then, this is part 3 of Anachronox, of who knows how many. So last time, we not only got our first party member, by the name of Rose, who is skilled at yammering, aka talking a lot. Now that we have him in our party, the next thing we need to do is go get him some mistech from the mistech tunnels. But on our way, we're also going to find out about Eddie by going to talk to the informant that we found. Off we go. Hopefully I will not get lost.
Please keep area clear. The district of South Anachronox is not liable for injury or death resulting from pre-transition. Stand by. Transition complete.
Yeah, Mass Effect elevators had no limit because they were basically hiding loading screens. This one has loading screens and elevators. I think this is the wrong direction. That's correct, there is no HUD while exploring in the game. You have your cursor, which is actually explained in-game as your life cursor, containing the dead soul of your secretary. The only HUD that really exists is when you want to use one of the special abilities, which kind of folds in from the bottom there.
Okay, so what's the scoop on this Eddie character?
Now, detective, you know the deal. First you feed me information worth my while.
Well, my neighbor's cat is sick.
Excuse me?
Yeah, blood in his vomit and everything.
Oh, that won't do, detective. Another try, please.
Well, there's always Doyle.
Doyle Doralimus, bouncer at Rowdy's. What about him?
Rowdy's been lazy with the payroll. Doyle monkeys with the books, paying himself for extra days. He's been skimming for months. Now who's Eddie?
Eddie the True. Eddie, like myself, gathers information. Although not the most reputable of callings, I realize, Eddie has elevated our lowly profession into nothing less than an art form. No fact is too small. No shred of data too insignificant. He follows each thread of information, each string of thought, juggling this raw data in his mind until a pattern emerges. Look around you. Eddie owns this place. He owns it in the most devious way possible. In his mind. Make no mistake, detective. Eddie knows.
Yeah, whatever. Where do I find this creep?
Loco Coldwolf.
Who? What?
Loco Coldwolf. A name. A man. Follow him. All paths lead back to Eddie. It was a pleasure, detective.
Likewise, Shoeshine. What's your secret?
You would be surprised how rarely people look up.
now we have to go find this guy, Lucko Coldwolf, and follow him to Eddie. Okay, Boots. I just ran a SenderNet search on Lucko Coldwolf. He owns a pawn shop in the slums. His last place of residence is 628 Barton Arms in the tenements. Be careful. We did run across the Barton Arms earlier. However, the door was inaccessible at that time, so we'll head back there now. A good point. I've never actually looked up that often to see if he's flying around. Of course, now you're going to have me somewhat paranoid. Oh wait, Barton's Arms is actually up the elevator. Too far.
Okay, there's the place. Don't follow him from too far a distance and lose him, but don't stick too close and get caught either. I already gave that time minder a quick pet for good luck as we passed it, so we're ready to go. Don't let me down.
This is what I do best, Pops. Stay off my back and I'll handle this lightly and politely.
Quiet. 15 seconds. Please keep the area clear. The district of South Anachronox is not liable for injury or death resulting from plate transition. Stand by.
Pay no attention
Transition
to
complete.
people hiding under the ramp. Far away. I can still see it. running into traffic? What traffic? In fact, this little side mission has more foot traffic in it than this game's had so far. Simply because it's trying to obscure the person you're following. Fortunately, the level itself is reasonably linear, so even if your character might lose sight of him, you kind of know where he's going anyway. The fact that we're the only ones in this corridor and have been the only ones behind him for a long ways is still not suspicious. We're like kung fu masters. Whenever the trainee looks behind him, he's always there staring down at you from the hill.
Tuesday. I use Eddie to acquire sensitive information. My clients pay big bucks to find out if, say, their wife's cheating on them or if their business partner's taking them for a ride, but Eddie's more discreet than a private dick, see, 'cause he just happens to know things, you know? And the fact that I charge a personal go-between fee ain't nobody but nobody's business, so give me the briefcase back. Not until you tell us where to find Eddie, you skunk. Come on, you ain't gonna be that way. He lives in the junkyard.
That stinkhole?
Ask him whatever you want while you're there. It's no big deal. He's a pretty nice guy. Just make sure you take him something chewy. Chewy? Yeah, and stinky. Chewing on stuff helps him concentrate. He can be a little, unfocused sometimes. That's good. That's real good. Okay, well, we're gonna let you walk. But you watch who you're messing with next time. Yeah. Whatever, man.
So now we need to find something stinky and chewy. Somebody had a very interesting lunch. But while we're here, we'll explore around. Chillin'. If she doesn't come out of there soon, I'll break down the door. Jingo ya. They forgot the goiter sauce. Okran, do you smell that? Seriously, do you smell that? Brabulin food is the nastiest, stinkiest excuse for nourishment in the galaxy. That waitress better bring the bill before I blow bile. Google, you're gonna get fat. Felston, look around. I don't think people get fat in Anachronox. Subtle game humor. Dwella. Sorry, that gentleman over there just ordered the last Peruvian boiled tendril we've got. We should have more next week. I run a CenterNet search for the keywords stinky and chewy, and it turned up an article on a poor guy who lost half his foot in an industrial accident. Quote, they wouldn't give me no workman's comp, so I've been out of work. Ain't even got me a change of clothes. The sock on my infected foot is all stinky and chewy from the bus. Says he spends the day limping around the tunnels near Fountain Spiral begging for money. Have fun! Bert Cranes. I'm a writer, journalist, for Enox, headline edition. We were going to air an expose on the rise to power of Data, but someone at CenterNet pulled the plug on the segment. The intro went something like, from street thug to corporate power player, Vendilin Data made his fortune from a bloody cocktail of blackmail, extortion, and violence. Do you think that's too inflammatory? Someday, someone will be allowed to tell the real story. If we're lucky, very dramatically and with a lot of adjectives. Hey, he's got a pal robot too. Betsy. Hello, I am Betsy. How may I help you? Can you elaborate on that? You are sure? Does it please you to believe that? Please go on. You like to think so, do you not? You are being a bit negative. In other words, it's a slight parody on the Alice AI. Bloomgold. Do you change your PAL 18 to match your wardrobe, or do you change your wardrobe to match your PAL 18? That's the question. I've had old Betsy here for years and years and years and years. She's a limited edition sports model. 3,000 units were produced. You willing to fork over your PAL 18's battery for cash? Surely you're joking. Do you know how hard those are to find in the bricks? Forget it. While the sports model is not as customizable as the regular PAL 18 line, note her unique grape color scheme and translucent chassis slot. And save. Thibaut Hanoi. Mister, is that man dead? Mister, what happened to that guy? Hey, where do we go when you die? Hey, where do people come from? Well, this conversation went awkward quickly. Do you like to eat food? Do you like to play pooper? What's a bastard? Okay. Yeah, the PAL 18 being the sports model as a Mac joke is probably correct with being purple and translucent. Let's see if I can get to the twist death. Bet the Nox guards committed the murder themselves. They're all bastards. Detective Ruck. Wait a tickin' minute. Is that you, Sly? Claz almighty, I haven't seen you in, what, 2-3 years? What are you doing slumming in the bricks? Weren't you running your outfit out of Anachronox North? I guess you always did have a bad habit of sticking your nose down here, didn't you? I'm surprised Detta never did a number on you after all the trouble you gave him back in the day. Yeah, I've been working out in Cortica mostly. I'm down here heading a PAX investigation. Hey, don't wince at me, bub. I was already working this case on my own when Pax came along and offered to foot the bill. You wouldn't have run screaming either. Job's a job, right? Hey, Boots, you ever hear of Tetra? It's the biggest fad on the market these days. It's a kind of resonating stone that induces hallucinogenic dreams. Very illegal. I'm investigating a series of killings related to the dealers of the drug. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Black market dealers aren't known for their long lifespans, and I'd attribute the killings to gangs if there were any major wars going on, except there aren't. Believe me, I've looked into it. These killings are linked to a single, slippery mystery man. Even the heads of the major Tetra cartels aren't safe for him. He's been cutting through their tightest security and making off with their rarest items. It's a sticky case. The local heat isn't any help. In fact, Nox guards are even dumber than I remember. They made a mess of the crime scene before I got here. Listen, you mind giving me a hand with something? Quep, the victim, rents a room out of Building 5 in the tenements. Remember that dive where all the burnouts live? I'd like to check it out before the locals muddle up the evidence, but first I've got to wrap this up. Mind doing a number on the apartment and giving me the heads up if you find any clues? It would be a big help. Besides, you owe me after what I did for you on the pageant case. Don't think I forgot. Hurry to Building 5 in the tenements and search Quep's apartment for clues before the locals muddle up with any useful evidence. Did that get recorded? No. I will have to remember that. Which means I will probably forget. In fact, let's go see if we can do that before I forget, because I'm still relatively near the entrance of this area. Seems interesting. Alright, I'm probably going to need somebody with some sort of computer skill to get at it. Yes, I'm going back because I remember Building 5, but I don't remember if he actually told me a room number. Quep's apartment. Quep. Gotta remember that. Because I haven't done it recently, pet the time minder. Building directory. Quep WR C7. Which I believe first floor. 3, 4, yep. So if there's 4 per level, it's going to be up on the next floor up. Alright, I broke into this guy's apartment earlier. So what would we be looking for a clue? I mean, the life cursor is the only thing I can think of that seems a little out of place, so... Looks like the life curse is pretty fried. I think I can still link with it though. Just a second. Okay, yeah. I'm inside, but most of the data is heavily encrypted. Oh wait, here's something. Last message received. Triv, one of Puff's buddies, sent her a warning that the deal she was planning wasn't kosher. Turns out the last anonymous deal for an unflawed Tetra crystal turned sour. The dealer was found in an alley minus his heart and his Tetra. Triv was advising Puff to drop the deal and skip out of town before it was too late. That's all I can find. Sorry, hon. You know, fiddling around the secure life cursor is a surefire way to unwittingly erase all the data. Let's chill out and get back to Detective Rook with the info. Enough, it's the only elevator here that does that. You know what's worse than those hot rod punks using the drainage systems as their own personal racetrack? People who drive irresponsibly on highways, risking their lives and safety of other motorists. One guy in particular is going to kill every last motorist on the road. You can take a picture of him and return it to me. There's a 75 will be rewarded. Okay, sounds like a good deal. Speeder I need photographed races around this area on a red motorcycle. Okay, this area. Keep an eye out red speeder. Let's see if I can catch him. Seems to come by reasonably often. Hopefully he won't mind somebody's head in the picture. Yeah, that's the guy, alright. Such a beautiful photograph. Excellent composition. I think I'll frame this with the guy photobombing it. Okay. Here's your reward. $75. Found all that out from Quep's broken life cursor? Not bad. Quep must have taken her friend's advice, but the killer caught wind of the escape and popped her on her way to Tours. This is definitely my boy's MO. He's been collecting the rarest form of unflawed tetra, using any means necessary to acquire those perfectly formed resonating tetrahedrons. Thanks for the assist. I'll drop by the apartment when I'm finished here to pick up that life cursor from the boys back at the lab. Lucky for me, you own one. Say, I don't remember you having a life cursor back in the day. Pretty expensive little toy there, Sly. Maybe you'll get a kick out of the one I got. It's called a PAX Flash Pack. Wow, that could have been bad. You just strap it to your hand cannon of choice, aim it straight at an enemy's eyes, and blind him for good. Why don't you take it? The neighborhood's a little rougher than I remember it. You should look me up more often, Sly. I can hook you up with some first-rate equipment in the future. I believe that is his next combat ability. Not seeing the skills show up. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. Here's the battle, right. Scream, Flash Blind. So he's now got 2 battle skills. Screen now only takes half of a bar, Flash Blind takes a full bar. Okay. Paperwork calls. Catch you later, Slick. So that was useful. Mr. Fram, what do I gotta do to get some service around here? I need these crates moved pronto. You're breaking my balls here, kid. What the hell do you want from me? Jules, we're having problems with our lovely bots, sir. Otherwise, this would have been taken care of immediately. Am I expected to load all these crates by myself? I'm gonna break my back. Is that what you want? Tell me, kid, is that what you want? Of course not, sir. I'm trying to explain to you the problem, but you're not listening. Because you're the problem. Am I going to have to call a lawyer? Is that it? I'll see you straight to hell, kid. Straight to hell. Oh, eat Trotsky and die, you jerk. Wow, that's like the complaint of customer service people everywhere. Janitor freed. There's only a scant few humanoid janitors left in the galaxy, and I'm proud to be one of them. We've been replaced by bots mostly, but you gotta wonder, how can something that doesn't care about being dirty really keep anything clean? Hell, I know the tour is building like the back of my hand. Every crawl space and landing. Yep, from the gritty travel tubes down below, up to the shiny Anachronox symbol atop the sign above us. This baby's well and truly known by me. Hell, I know the tour is building like the back of my hand. Alright, that would be... repeat. Clavis Pickle. Look at these little bugs marching around, mindlessly going about their useless days, no thought about anything but their meaningless little lives. Hell, it makes me wonder if there's a future for any of us. They're hiding from something. All of them. Anachronox ain't a place you come to live, get me? It's a place you come to hide. You're here because you had no choice. Hey look, why don't you keep talking to me? You're a jangler or something? You talking to me? Actually, does this guy have anything to say? Bing Gardner. Do I look like I care? I don't know, maybe? Not till you got somewhere to go, Slick. In other words, come back later.
Shuttles to Center Station are currently departing from the south platform.
Okay, he kind of glitched out there. Tom Knuckle. All these numbers confuse me something horrible. What I don't get is how they expect honest folks to understand all these damn fool numbers. I did not spend 4 years digging mines on Protean 4 to have some stupid sign with those funny numbers on it tell me what to do. Anyway, what's that number coming after 4? Okay then.
All shuttles to Center Station are currently
Looking for a place to crash? Then take my advice. Avoid Flank's Frop House. That place is a dump. I just had the worst night's sleep there last night. My tail is killing me. There was nowhere for me to fold it. I need to find a masseuse that does tails.
from the south platform.
Kid Combi. I swear there's some crazy old guy following me around. I think he wants to kill me. Okay. There's some crazy old guy standing right there. Captain Baja. Hasn't seen the white whale? Wait a minute.
All shuttles to Center Station are currently departing from the south platform.
Crazy old guy. Captain Baja. Spell Baja backwards. Flivverbutt. Hey, which do you think better, Sucrosa
All
or
shuttles
Fizz?
to Center Station are currently
I'm
departing from
Fizzy
the
for
south
Fizz.
platform.
I think Sucrosa is better. Why did you ask me?
All shuttles to 1 Gate District are currently departing from the north platform.
I need a ticket to pass this gate. Maliki. Pathetic, isn't it? I don't know why the Act keeps these robot drones around. Most of them are ready for the scrap heap. I've watched this idiot drones weld that pipe in place, then immediately rip it off about 12 times now. Ridiculous. We may as well get rid of them all. Everyone knows the Bipidri are much better workers. No one takes me seriously because of the tattoo. What, the one on taking up half your head? Elevator, but the elevator's not coming up. I guess we can't go that way yet. This area is pretty much cleared out except for the elevator back this way. Apparently. Oh, I wonder if this is that. What that? Looks like someone jacked the elevator. Bet I could reconnect some of the wires and fix this baby. Okay, let's try to fix it. There's a blue wire, a green wire, and a red wire. Which two should I connect? Green, red. Whoops, this baby's in elevator heaven now. I apparently suck at repairing elevators. Right, we need to go get something chewy near Fountain Spiral. Click here where there's a taxi. Taxis weren't actually in the original version of the game. They patched them in later due to complaints about how much running around you end up doing here in the beginning. Welcome to the Brick's finest taxi service. We provide the safest solution to your transition problems with fast, efficient service and the latest complaint calculation technology. Choose your destination. Rowdy's is probably the closest. This will charge of $2 times 1/13th mile charge. 10 cents waiting time every 45 seconds. 10 cents. Estimated route charge $4. Total $6. That's confusing. Where's the fun in constantly reloading? It's more fun to just break the elevator. Looks like that route is actually open now, but we will take care of the, get our sock first. By the way, does that guy look familiar? Talked to him already. Near Fountain Spiral. Might not actually be in Fountain Spiral. Ah, maybe this is it. Nope, that's not him. It's a transition area. Well, maybe he is back here.
Plate sections 28, 15, 31, and 9 will commence in 15 seconds.
Since we haven't been down here yet. That guy looks like he's limping.
Please keep area clear. The district
Hi.
of South
Can we pull
Anachronox
you
is
aside
not
for a
liable for
second?
injury or death resulting
Hi.
from plate transition.
Hey, can we pull you aside for a second? Hi.
Hi?
Hi there.
Hi!
Yeah, this is gonna sound funny,
Peculiar, really.
but we heard
Through the grapevine.
that you had an unusual
Condition.
accident that left you
Unusual.
with one leg. And we were wondering if
By any chance,
you might give us...
loan us.
Loan us, yeah. Your sock.
Sock.
Your sock.
And no, as far as I know, the announcements are not actually ever important. They're just kind of background. Spot 2. Data's got a secret army of plainclothesmen lurking the bricks. We call them janglers. We report any potential enemies of the family. You never know when you're talking to a jangler. Could be anyone. They're just regular people like you and me. There are even rumors of child janglers who roam the playgrounds, turning in their own 5-year-old classmates. No one is safe. You're one of them, aren't you? You're a jangler. Why else would you keep talking to me? This is the 4th time you've engaged me in conversations. Who would do that who didn't have an agenda? Beat it, jangler. I ain't giving you any more information to file in your report on me. Just leave my begonias alone. That's all I ask. You mess with them, you make it personal between us, understand? Beat it, jangler. Let's go this way. Eurocan Warp. Boots? Did anyone follow you down here? One of Deda's spies is ghosting me. I think I lost him and found in Spiral. Listen, you gotta warn Marina. Tell her Deda knows she's the biggest fish in the Resistance. He's stepping up the war effort, and all the Nox guards in his payroll are under orders to catch her, but quick. Hey, I know you're not one of the habit of helping the Resistance, but can you get these blueprints to Marina? They're very important. She needs to go underground for a few days. Tell her to keep herself and these plans safe. Blueprints of Deda's fortress. I'm gonna linger here and make sure that spy's off my scent. If I remember correctly, she's back in Rowdy's. Oh, hey, look. Grease. Oops. It sounds like a half-reset tutorial. But hey, I'll take a free heel grease. Solaro, did you see Eurocan anywhere? Yeah, he told me to give you these blueprints. Eurocan said Deda knows you're a big nose around here. Better make yourself scarce, sister. Thanks for your help, Boots. I owe you. $200. That'll be useful. Don't you love watching Papidri work? Look at him up there, hammering and clobbering with those tiny tools. It sends shivers up my spine. I think it's their work song that quickens my pulse the most. Nobody knows who wrote it or where it came from, but every Papidri sings it throughout the day. At one point in their evolution, Papidri could spit a toxic spray into an enemy's eyes. Too bad they lost that ability after thousands and thousands of years of domestication. All that remains of those days is the bright yellow coloring, which served as a warning to predators. Many people are unaware that there's an extremely rare breed of Papidri with very distinctive coloring. They're bright red. I've only seen one in my life, and then only on CenterNet. Say, have you got a camera? I understand there are 8 red Papidri working this arm of the galaxy. You ought to keep an eye out and photograph each one. I'll shell out some major dough if I can get my hands on good snapshots of red Papidri. But if I catch you calling them Bippies, then the deal's off. That's offensive. So in other words, these are the little guys we're talking about. They want us to take a shot of red ones. 8 in total. Sir, challenge the device. Only 1 loony away. Keep an eye on the bongo and earn triple the bet. Like I'm gonna fall for your little hustle. Take it to mama. Yeah, because you know you never win at a shell game. Kiki Domino. Hey lover boy, how's hanging? Just the usual bits. How's business? Pounding the pavement, same as every day. Dad is sweeping an extra 5% from his girls. I'd hook up with someone else, but he'd have my throat slit by morning. You know, you can't hang around when I'm working, Boots. You're bad for business. Odo. It used to be an honest man could earn a clean living in the bricks. So much for that. Not everyone here is a criminal. Some of us actually lead honest lives, though the temptation to hit you over the head and take your money right now is pretty high. Seriously, get away from me, for your own safety. I can't reach. However, I believe we're approaching the hour, so I'm just going to go ahead and save. Yep, 3 hours. So I'm going to reset the stream here to keep kind of the videos about an hour length apiece, and we'll be back shortly.